Okay, hello and welcome back to Chest of Blades, where we left off with leaving the, party sort of, cause Hazel's been kidnapped for whatever reason. So yeah, and I don't know if anyone's dead yet, but we'll find out. So anyways, the crowd is mostly dispersed, so it's fairly easy for me to maneuver my way upstairs, and I head through the corridors while mulling over my thoughts. Still can't think of why anyone would want to kidnap a maid's daughter. More importantly, why they would risk doing it such a high-profile, well-guarded event. Holy crap. They'd have to be a complete madman or a mastermind. I don't think there's room for anything in between. Releasing a heavy sigh, I swing open the door to my room, intending to collapse on the bed.
What the? Oh, you're back.
Wait, is he in bed with us? Wait, saying about the fireplace is Arden. That is a nonchalant as you could be while in someone else's room. To be honest, I'd rather not think about how he got in here in the first place. I mean, he's a guard. I would imagine guards have access to anyone's room. Just saying.
I have many questions, but ignoring that for a moment, did you find out anything?
Not a whole lot, sadly. Only that no one was guarding the area around the servants' quarters at the time. Normally there's at least one guard patrolling the area, but he was found out cold in a chair. Drugged, maybe.
Grinning faintly, I approach the fireplace and lower myself down on in the seat nearby, cradling my head in my hands.
I suppose it was too optimistic to think the rest of the celebration would go peacefully.
After a moment's silence, I feel a hand resting lightly on my shoulder. The warmth detectable even through my coat.
It's not easy for you, is it, Riv? You never like these kind of parties.
For some reason, his sympathetic tone makes me suddenly irritated. I raise my head to shoot. I raise my head to shoot him a sharp look. I don't know if I said that right, or that was a misspell. But yeah. 2-2?
You didn't either, but you've changed quite a bit, haven't you? Ever since you went off for your fancy training. And you keep following me around like I've got some obligation to you just because we were friends 4 years ago. Let me assure you that's not the case.
Harsh words make Arden's eyes widen, a lost expression on his still boyish face. His mouth drops open, then closes, and opens again, as he seems to search for words.
You've changed so much too. I almost wondered if I'd mistaken you for someone else when you first arrived here. All you do now is treat me like I mean nothing to you, even though you used to.
Oh, Arden, I feel so bad.
Yes, well, time does change people, doesn't it? We both have to accept we're not the friends we once were. I'll work with you to find Hazel, but don't expect much more. After this is over, there's no need for us to speak again.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen by the end of this, given we're doing his route. Arden's lips pressed together tightly, his eyes closing for a long moment. I half expect him to throw himself onto me and start sobbing, but he doesn't. Finally, his eyes reopen and he looks at me with a surprisingly unreadable expression.
If that's what you want, fine. Sorry for bothering you.
Without another word, he turns and walks over to the door, pausing only when he reaches out for the knob.
Rivian. Good night.
Aww. Feel so bad for him. I mean, we're doing his route last for a reason, out of all three of them. So he steps out into the hall and closes the door behind him, leaving me in silence when his footsteps fade away. The crackling of the fire dimly echoes in the room, and outside, I see it's starting to rain a little. My eyes itchy for some reason. I suppose it was a bit harsh with. I was a bit harsh with him. Wish him? A bit harsh with him? What am I saying? I'm tired. It is late. I really should be recording so late at night. Fuck it, I need recording. I feel guilty though? I hope you do. Not really. He certainly doesn't seem to feel guilty about what he did. Really? Really? Really, Rivian? I'm a little annoyed. For some reason, I would have preferred it if he'd gotten mad, punched me, kicked the chair. Said though, he just gives me a double-edged good night and runs off? What kind of man does that? One that loves you, Rivian, goddammit. Still rather irritated, go about grooming and cleaning myself before changing out my clothes and crawling into bed. As the patters against the balcony door, I curl under the covers and close my eyes. I hope you're safe, Hazel. Arden or no Arden, I'll find you. I promise. Need more dots. Okay. But dots with question marks this time. Okay. I struggle open. It's a little dark outside. I feel like I slept for ages though. Straighten up some, squinting through the window. It's still raining, and the sky is a murky, hazy gray.
I guess the festival won't be happening today.
Oh, there is like rain in the background. Oh shit. Oh. Maybe I could go back to bed then? I'm still so sleepy. Oh damn, that's right. Hazel, last night. Promised to help, didn't I? Letting a lazy groan, I pull myself out of bed with a struggle, crawling along the floor towards my clothes. After dressing, fixing my sleep-tousled hair some, I still don't feel fully awake, but I managed to make my way out of the room regardless. I notice it's much quieter than yesterday as I head down the corridors on my way towards the main hall. A lot of guests are probably staying in their rooms or exploring the castle thanks to the horrible weather. Okay. A familiar, tall, elegant figure stands in front of the window by the castle entrance, gazing out at the rain. So it's either Arden, or it's, I'm blanking on the name here. The butler's name. Dang, we'll find out. Can't remember right now. I have so much trouble remembering names, if you can't tell. When I wander up to his side, he quickly turns to look down at me. Silence, that's what it was, right?
Greetings, sir. I wasn't sure if I ought to wake you up again this morning, considering this seems to be a poor day for the outdoor festivities.
I like how I remember his name as soon as I see his face. That's how well I can remember names. You see their face first?
I'm quite glad you didn't. I was in dire need of a good rest after yesterday.
Comes out the misty window, where the festival grounds are being splattered with a heavy downpour. I'm sure it'll clean up tomorrow, but it has to be quite disappointing for the merchants hoping to find their big break with all of these rich patrons.
By the way, you were the one who found Emily when she was a bit hysterical, didn't you?
And my questions, his eyes briefly widen before his normal cool expression quickly returns.
Yes, it just so happens I was in the area when I heard her scream. She is normally quiet and rather reserved, save when it comes to Hazel, so I had the sense that something was very amiss.
You didn't happen to see anyone who looked suspicious, did you? The culprit may have gone through the window, but it's possible there was an accomplice.
I'm afraid not, sir. But there was something I thought was rather strange.
Oh, please do tell. He frowns a small crease forming on his elegant brow as he claps his hands behind his back.
The maid had stated Hazel's kidnapper left through the window, but the servants' quarters are on the second story by the north side. To drop from, or ascend to that window, that would require rope, not to mention conspicuous preparations.
Huh. Maybe they used a grappling hook.
Silas gives me a respectfully dubious look, and I scratch my head a bit.
I mean no offense, sir, but there is almost no ledge on the window of which the maid spoke of. The culprit almost certainly had dropped such a rope from within the room, or had someone else do it for them.
He sounds quite confident in his assessment. Silas strikes me as a particularly shrewd butler, so I don't doubt he scanned over the scene at least once. Although, I'm curious about what he was doing around there when Hazel was kidnapped. After all, during the dance on the first day, he was here in the main hall to serve the guests.
Well, do you know if there's been any progress made by the guards since last night? I trust they're not all entirely incompetent oafs.
I doubt the king would take too kindly to such an assessment of his men, sir. It is true, however, that they are not used to dealing with situations like this. I am not sure of their progress, but since the girl has not yet returned, I doubt they have met with much success. Perhaps you can be more successful in your search, sir, if you are so inclined to help, Emily.
I mean, what else are we gonna do when it's raining and we're the sun, the famous strategist? Yeah. That we promised to help Emily, so yeah. Bows deeply to me, concern leaking through this polite tone. It's hard not to think he knows more than he's willing to say, or at least has speculations of his own.
Before you go, you haven't seen Arden around by chance, have you?
Sir Arden? I believe he passed me by this morning in the hall, but I have not seen him since, I fear.
I see. Well, carry on.
With another slight bow, Silas turns and leaves me standing by himself, only the sound of rain filling the void of silence. While I feel a bit useless in this situation with scraps of information to go on and no quality hints, the window Silas was talking about, I couldn't... What? The window Silas was talking about, I could it from the outside. I could it from the outside? Am I reading that wrong? The window Silas was talking about, I could it from outside, but it'd be quite hard to discern much in this kind of weather, and any evidence has probably been washed away. I think that's supposed to be I could see it from outside? I think? Am I wrong? What? An idea suddenly comes to my mind. The culprit may have escaped from the window, but there's no guarantee they went all the way down to the ground. There's a room directly below where the servants' quarters are, could potentially have been part of the escape route.
That means it would have been on this floor.
There's like a tiny bug or a mosquito. So don't mind me if I end up voying weird trying to smack the air. Suddenly feeling re-energized, I prowl along towards the nearest hallway entrance, slipping into the dim corridor. Silas at the north side. The sunrise faces the back of the castle, that means north will be the left wing. I head left from the main hall, searching for rooms with windows in them. However, none of them really look suspicious. It's a long shot as far as guesses go, but I wasn't really given a lot to go on. It's also surprisingly empty in here. I wonder if all the servants are upstairs. After peeking into another room, something inside suddenly catches my eyes. Going into the chamber, approach it with an odd stare.
Oh, I see you decided to make an appearance here after all.
Arden? Oh, who the fuck is this? What the... On the wall, before my very eyes, is a portrait of my father. Oh, okay. I thought it was an actual person. I'm like, who is this? He stares back at me with the same unnamed expression as in real life, forgetting how much he and I look alike. Yeah, because I'm like, is he his brother or something? Who is this? Oh, father, because I don't think we've seen an image of his father. Oh. My eyes drifted along the wall. I noticed it's not just a portrait of father. There are regional portraits of the king's other advisors, as well as a large one of the king himself. There are also a number of maps scattered around the floor, with the shelves showing the kingdom in different stages of expansion. Is this the king's memorabilia room or something? If I said that right, I probably did it. This isn't even his permanent residence, so maybe it's more of a storage room.
Oh? What's this?
Okay, yeah, so we've seen them, we just never looked up. That's the only reason why we've not seen them. Okay. And here, this whole time, I thought they were just portraits. Apparently not. One of the books kicks something solid on the ground, and I glanced down to see what it is. Something small and shiny. Silver key? Wouldn't that be the servant's, key then? Wait, a key? A clue! I usually bend down to pick it up. Huh? What the shit? Is that a knife? Just went whizzing past my head. I shoot up just in time to see a dark figure running past the door.
Wait just 1 second, you little piece of...
Well, the good thing we missed. Oh, we kind of see their face. Huh, okay. Gritting my teeth, I dart out the door and into the hall. Comes a dark coat whirling around the corner ahead. Stirring all my bravery, dash after the figure, my boot hitting the ground heavily.
Damn it! Why are you so fucking fast?
Probably because he's fit. Like you, Rivian. Don't think we've ever worked out. Or at least much. The coat-clad shape stays almost full quarters length ahead of me. Only there was some way to get closer. Decided to risk it. I sprint into the nearest side chamber, praying for a shortcut. The rooms look like they connect, so if I could just make it through here.
Yes!
Exit back into the corridor. I hurry through, quickly glancing to my left and right.
There you are, you cheater bastard.
While you sound out of breath, this is about to dart after the dark figure who I glimpsed down the hall.
Help!
Was that who I think that was? Oh no, I should ignore it. My only chance to figure out who...
Help! Please!
It is him! Crap. I can't remember his name. So it's his face, god dang it! Oh my goodness. I mean, I gotta follow the voice, man.
You keep running!
Probably not the correct way.
I'll get you soon enough, you long-legged freak.
Able to ignore my conscience, I turn and dash in the direction of the voice. I get close enough, I could hear whimpering from one of the rooms, so I immediately rush inside. Before me is...
So cute, Ali. You wanna come play with me later?
God dang it. We should have just chased him. What? What's with the hell? Well, explain yourself?
No! Miss Celeste! Please!
The fuck is What'd I interrupt? It's that boy from last night. The one who knocked on my door. He is getting cornered against the wall by Celeste?
Sorry. Did I intrude on something?
Both of them quickly turned to me, their faces struck with similar surprise.
No! Please, help me!
They should have just chased the guy.
Oh,
Oh,
Hello, Rivian. I was just in the middle of my investigation, you see.
how the fuck is this investigation? What the hell? Cause isn't he your assistant Celeste or something? Sort of. That's a little grin. She rocks on her toes a bit and gives me a happy nod.
My friend Alistair says he knows something about the culprit, but he can't tell me, so I was trying to drag it out of him.
Alistair, that's one. Oh my goodness. Ah. But okay.
It's not like that. I really can't say anything.
And why would that be, oh Alistair? Boy, Alistair trembles a little. Celeste shoots him a skeptical look.
Well, true or not, your interrogation methods seem to leave a bit to be desired, Celeste. Maybe you should go to the guards instead.
Yes, I'll do that. Thank you.
Before I can even ask him anything, Alistair darts past both Celeste and me, shooting it out into the hall like some kind of terrified deer. Celeste gives me a clearly annoyed pout, probably for having interrupted her. Well, I thought he needed help.
I thought we were supposed to be working together, Rivian. You're sabotaging my methods, you know.
I'm not trying to.
Well, excuse me, I was just chasing after someone who tried to knife me and decided to take a little detour down this way.
What? Someone tried to kill you?
Yeah, we could probably find the knife too. I nod, Celeste frowns, her eyes darting to one side worriedly.
I wonder if it's because you're looking into Hazel's disappearance. In that case, they might come after me next.
Thanks for your concern. Yes, I'm fine. No injuries.
Oh, that's the first
good.
too.
Well, in that case, I'll be heading back to the main hall before anything else happens. Bye, Rivian.
Oh, see ya, Celeste. Kind of screwed us here. If anything, I may or may not end up getting the bad route with Arden then. If it's anything like how Linnaeus' route went with one tiny choice that seemed to not actually matter a whole lot. It actually did. With that, Celeste clutches her skirts and happily wanders out into the hall, the pitter-patter of her dainty footsteps quickly bouncing into the distance. Can't tell if I underestimated her or if she's just so innocent doesn't really understand what's going on. Releasing a heavy sigh, I reluctantly head back into the corridor. Although I've thoroughly lost the culprit, I might as well go get that thing in the storage room. The silver key. Was I attacked because I found the key, or did reaching for the key never save my life? Pondering over a disturbing question, I wind my way back through the halls to the storage chamber. I step back inside and I realize not only is the key gone, god dang it, but there's someone else in the room.
Arden!
Oh, okay, never mind. We're fine. I was mean like I entirely fucked up then, but not chasing after the dude. Quickly turning from the portrait he was studying, Arden jumps a little at my voice.
You! There was a silver key here. Did you see it?
A silver key? No,
God
there wasn't
dang
any key here when I came in.
Someone must have taken it then. Dang it. That's the point. I lean heavily back against the wall, grinding my teeth in frustration. That key could have been my solid clue to finding Hazel. This room is really somehow connected to her kidnapping.
I got attacked in here, Arden. Someone threw a knife at me.
Are you alright? Did it hit you?
Well, at least someone cares. Within a moment, Arden rushes up to me, anxiously scanning over my clothes for any bloodstains. For some reason, with almost desperate concern, with a small smile to my face.
No, thank the gods. I chased the bastard for a good few minutes, but no luck.
I'll alert the guards immediately. We have to...
Place a hand on Arden's shoulder, firmly shaking my head.
That's no good, Arden. Let the guards look for Hazel. Whether her kidnapper and my attacker are the same person or not, I can't say for sure. But maybe I can lure them out if the guards aren't already on their tail.
That's too dangerous, Riv. I can't let you risk it.
What, you don't have any faith in your childhood friend? I thought friendships were based entirely around trust.
Well, it's got you there. I guess that might have sounded like some kind of apology or backpedaling from last night. Definitely don't need to apologize. Maybe I should call him some names or something so he doesn't think it was an apology.
Riv.
Oh. He suddenly pulls me into a tight embrace. Arms curling warmly around me. Never realized before, but he really did get stronger from his training. Well, I would imagine. It's easy to tell just from how powerful his embrace is now compared to back then.
Then, let me keep you safe. Will you forgive me then? For whatever it was I did?
What you did?
The reason why you're so cold to me now. It's something I did, wasn't it? 4 years ago. Back before I left.
Pulled back from the hug just enough to gaze down at me with the look of pain and confusion in his eyes. I don't know he was affected that much by it. Giving the cold shoulder to a lot of people, but Arden seems to care more than anyone.
Never mind that for now. Just stay by me and be my little guard puppy, understand?
Our little guard puppy, would he really be little compared to our size? Ruffled his hair with one hand, unable to contain a smirk, just determined not in response.
I swear, by my honor as one of the royal guardsmen, that I
Yes, that's plenty out of you. I get the idea, thanks.
After stopping Arden's excited stream of words by placing my palm over his mouth, I slip out of his arm and step over towards the door.
Come on, let's go look around some more. I'm going to find that key and that girl, I swear.
Together with Arden, I head back to the main hall. Still a little uneasy, but more confident with an eager watchdog at my side. After we return, we join a group of guests lingering by the buffet table. I idly nibble at some brunch. I think it's brunch, although it's hard to tell the time of day in this weather. While trying to extract any information I could get from the other nobles, Peter murmurs under his breath to the guard standing nearby, keeping an eye on me all the while. Eventually, though, I realize I'm wasting my time talking to the uninterested crowd. There's my plan in motion for Arden to follow me upstairs, exhaling a frustrated sigh.
Did you learn anything?
Only about Mrs. So-and-so's husband's gastronomy habits during summer holidays. How about you?
He ruefully shakes his head as we climb the stairs, looking disappointed. The guards almost apprehended a man this morning because he seemed shady, but Emily told them she was just talking to him prior to the kidnapping. I think they're getting a bit desperate, honestly. The king's given strict orders that the culprit must be found quickly. He probably doesn't want this leaking out as a rumor when everyone leaves.
Fair
enough. It wouldn't be great for his reputation, would it? Don't attend the king's parties or you might be next.
Well, I mean, I guess. I guess that's how it would be. So we reach the top of the stairs and I pause, unsure of what to do next.
Well, maybe we should.
Riv? What's wrong?
Striding towards us is probably the most impressive looking man I've ever seen in my life. Tall, broad-shouldered, and with a musculature to rival Franz. In fact, I feel like this man could probably tear Franz in half. Oh. Saber, right? He stopped in front of Arden and me, and suddenly I feel very small.
Can we help you, sir?
Two blue eyes glare at me for a long moment, and I wonder if there's the last thing I'll see before I get hunted off the balcony. Then suddenly, he laughs.
You really think I'm gonna need help for anything from two puffed up peacock noblemen like you?
Okay.
Did he just call us peacocks?
Yes? Smirking broadly, the huge man scratches the side of his towering shoulder.
You'd best stop staring before I decide to snap your cute little necks. Ever seen a fighting man before?
A fighting man? You mean...
One of the king's hired brawlers, little bird boy. Had a match today, but all the damn games were called off because of the bloody rain. Ooh, I was gonna turn his puny head into a nice pulp.
Grumbling to himself, he grinds the fists of one hand into the palm of the other, venomously staring at the window. I remember now. One-on-one fistfights were going to be part of the games today, as well as jousting and fencing bouts.
Well, that would have made for some entertainment, all right. Do you have a name we could call you?
What, you wanna know so you can send me love letters like all the girls who watch me? Is that it?
Well, I may have cut off his laughing. Arm bristles at my side. I grind my heel into his shoes so that he doesn't do anything stupid.
Not quite like that. I just like watching brawls. So if the game goes on tomorrow, I'd want to know who to watch.
The mountain of a man nears his eyes faintly at me. Yeesh, I get a very all brawn, no brains type of feel from this fellow.
They call me Saber. Not me name as a boy, but a good enough name for a fighter.
Saber? Even though you only use your fists?
I don't think of that, actually.
You think that means I can't use a blade? You want a real nice demonstration?
I think we're good. He leers at me with rows of teeth, resembling a tiger's jaw, and I swallow audibly.
No, I certainly believe you. Well, I'm Rivian, and this fine fellow here is Arden.
When I motion over towards him, Arden forces something that barely resembles a smile, looking for more like a grimace.
You're not for smiling, eh? What are you doing wandering around anyways?
We're looking into Hazel's kidnapping. You haven't heard any news about it, have you?
Saber's expression shifts slightly, betraying momentary surprise, although he soon gives a grimace shake of his head.
Only that four-eyed Inquisitor boy's been sniffing around for clues. Bastard with a smug face.
Inquisitor? Saber must mean Linnaeus. See, he's already on good terms with the local populace.
Maybe we'll have a chat with him then. Thank you, you've been quite helpful.
Red-haired behemoth watches with the raised eyebrows. I laugh nervously, grabbing Arden's arm and pulling him with me towards the corridor. Feeling his gaze still on us, I walk away so intense that it's practically burning a hole through me. Why would it matter if we look back? I wonder if somehow doing Arden's route is part of getting a Saber's route. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going?
Riv?
Exhaling a faint sigh of relief, I glance over at Arden, who's wearing rather amused smirk.
Are you that scared of larger men? I never knew.
I'm not scared, I just, don't want to set him off or anything.
It just takes speed and smarts to beat a big bulky fellow like Saber. Don't worry, I can keep you safe from him.
Speed and smarts, eh? I'd like to see you say that when he tosses you through the window.
Knowing Arda's smirking at my completely justified self-preservation instincts, I have an annoyance before motioning down the hall.
Come on, let's go find Linnaeus. I have a feeling I know where his room is.
First place that comes to mind is where I ran into him last night before the dinner, so I wind my way back there from memory. When Silas was here, he could show me where Linnaeus is staying, but I should probably keep as many details to myself as possible.
Let's see. We can go along each of the doors in this hallway and try and listen for anything that sounds like his voice. A bit tedious, but...
Riv? His room is right here.
Well then. And I turned towards Arden, seeing him standing confidently from one of the doors.
He caught me sneaking out the other day, remember? He brought me back to his room to question me about what I was doing.
Oh!
And you didn't say this sooner because...
I bristle at him. He flinches. Light, bare shade of pink coloring his cheeks.
I just didn't want you to think I was doing any strange things with him, you know?
And why would we think that? Arden? I really can't believe this man sometimes.
Seriously? Just a guess, but I'm fairly sure you're not his type, Arden. Well, go on. Knock on the damn door already.
I'm kind of liking this route. I mean, I've liked all the other two routes, so, I mean, what am I saying? There is third. He easily taps his knuckles on the door a few times. The fuck? Okay. I meant to click, but I guess I clicked and scrolled. A mistake. Hear a faint but audible groan from inside in response. Later, the door reluctantly pulls back a few inches.
What do you want?
Ah, Linnaeus, you're looking well. We had some questions about Hazel's kidnapping, and heard you were the man to talk to.
Yes, well, I'm quite busy at the moment. Can't you go cavort around somewhere else and come back later?
Please, we're doing all we can to find Hazel, Linnaeus. You have to work with us. Please?
Aaron gives Linnaeus the same puppy dog eyes he's so fond of giving me. Was I supposed to be the only one he used those on? I mean, it doesn't really need to.
Fine. I will entertain your idiocy if it makes you leave faster. But only for a few minutes.
Start to think of him less of an asshole now that we've done his route. Sighing heavily, Linnaeus opens the door all the way and patiently waves us inside. His room is very office-like compared to mine, almost like a miniature library, although standard bedroom furnishings are still present. A few elegant coats are laid out over 7 drawers nearby, and I eye them curiously.
Couldn't decide on what to wear,
Did you come to make comments about my superior fashion sense? Or are you here to ask pertinent questions about the matter at hand?
Without so much as offering us a seat, he closes the door and turns to watch us expectantly, his nose wrinkling a little. That's Arden, but now that he's won us a few moments of conversation, he seems content to stand by my side and let me do the talking. Well, I guess I don't keep him around for his oratorical skills.
About Hazel, I think I figured out her kidnapper's route. He must have dropped from the servants' quarters to the storage room 1 level down and fled through the hallway. There was a silver key lying on the floor there, but I lost track of it.
You lost track of it?
Well, how do we put it?
Unfortunate circumstances occurred. I had to leave the room momentarily and came back to find it gone. It was definitely there, though.
Linnaeus stared at me in disbelief, as if I somehow transcended the boundaries of mortal stupidity. Eventually, though, he pinches at the bridge of his nose, shakes his head faintly.
Gods have mercy. Well, if things truly line up the way you suggest, then it is possible that key will lead us to wherever Hazel may be. However, there are some disturbing possibilities as to the kidnapper's motives that I have been investigating.
What would that be? 'Cause it's so strange.
Possibilities?
Linnaeus grimaces, his eyes flashing darkly behind his glasses. Looks past me for a moment, approaching his desk, picking a book off the surface, offering it in my direction with the curl of his lips in distaste. Flip it open curiously and notice a specific page is marked.
The Disciples of Ignatius.
When I read on a sounding name, Linnaeus nods his head gravely.
Correct. It is an organization, a cult essentially, that seeks to undermine unjust rulership and political alliances in pursuit of total anarchy. They usually employ blackmail and ransoming, although rituals are not unheard of.
So Hazel's gonna be used for some ritual?
This type of behavior is very much in line with their past actions, and so I suspect one or more of their members is the guilty party we seek. The disciples' aim is likely to create feelings of ill will between the king and his important foreign guests, since foreigners are most suspect in crimes like these.
He frowns, then adjusting his glasses with a look of puzzlement.
It is strange, however, that Hazel was kidnapped, and not someone more important to relations. Say Miss Celeste, who is one of the ambassador's daughters.
Oh, that's right, that's why she's so important.
Wait, she's...
An ambassador's daughter?
Linnaeus unamusedly glares at us when Arda finishes my shocked sentence. There's something that seemed different in Celeste's appearance and mannerism, but I wasn't quite able to place it before. Makes sense now.
Indeed. She seems a much more suitable target. However, it is possible that the maid knows something else. I had the sense that not all was as it seemed with her. You may take that book, as I have another copy with me. Any further questions you have are better directed to Demily, for I know little else. I doubt you'll be able to catch her until tomorrow, as she's currently being kept under the guard's protection. The poor maid.
An uncomfortable feeling of apprehension wells inside of me.
There is much more here than meets the eye, Verison, but I would take care in how you investigate your unknown opponents. In a setting like this, you're playing a dangerous game indeed.
Would you say it'd be like a chess of blades, maybe? Linnaeus' tone grave as he watches me intensely. He is narrowing every so slightly. For a brief moment, the corners of his lips curl ever so slightly upwards, making his expression all the more cryptic. Oh shit, I just realized I've been recording for a little too long. Then...
Well, thank you for your visit. It's quite time for me to return to my work, so shoo-shoo, ta-ta, out you go.
Okay, bye Linnaeus. Ta-ta. So anyways, yeah, cause I just don't know how long I've been recording. Yeah, sorry that's kind of long. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, maybe what's gonna happen next, I don't know. Go to the subscribe button to be notified of anything I do, really. If you got anything to say something in the comments below. Until then, I will see you guys either in the next video or stream. Comrades.